Kevin Abstract's new album Blush is like Brockhampton 2, but you know what? I'm cool with that. Young K.A. Mr. Billy Starr himself, Kevin Abstract, has returned with his first album since 2023's Blanket, this time with a much less creepy marketing campaign behind it, thank God. Though while this is billed as Kevin's fifth solo studio album, it's a major switch up for him in that it sees him taking on something of a curation role, with Blush kind of being the name of a not strictly defined group of members, essentially, thus this album features about a phone book's worth of features, and even some help from former members of Kevin's boy band Brockhampton, including and most prominently Amir Van, who was previously ousted from Brockhampton back in 2018. I was very surprised to see him pop up on this thing. Now, I was very curious about this project and where it was going to go, but I did enjoy that Blush demo tape, or not on Blush, whatever you want to call it, project that came out pretty recently, and kind of figured if the throwaways were as good as they were, that had to bode well for the final album, right? And thankfully it did. This album was awesome. Whereas Blanket went for a surprisingly more indie rock style, this record sees Kevin returning to the hip-hop and alternative R&B sound that he and the gang used to go for back in the Brockhampton days, though with a largely more chilled out and laid back kind of style, with the occasional banger sprinkled in here and there. Thankfully, the album never really feels incohesive, even as it changes between moods and styles, and you can really feel the care and creativity shine through on this project. And Kevin's singing and rapping performances on this project are still great, even though there are obviously a few more moments where he takes a bit of a backseat. Naturally, when you have a record like this that is a very curative project, the success of it really lives and dies with how good the featured artists do on the album. While Blush doesn't have any specific permanent members, there are a variety of different artists here representing the Blush vision, and thankfully they all do really well. I really liked a lot of the performances from Love Spells, who shows up a lot on this project, and even Amir actually sounds much more energized and focused than he has on some of his recent projects. Kevin is obviously a very talented artist as far as singing and rapping, and that does show up on this project, but if I've learned anything about him over the years, it's that he can really curate a group of talent incredibly well. As I mentioned in the beginning, this record feels like the closest we're going to get to a new Brockhampton project at this point, and if that's the case, this is more than good enough for me. Though it would have been nice if they were able to find a way to pull Bearface out of his bomb shelter, but no well. On my rating scale, Kevin Abstract's Blush definitely gets an excellent from me. A massive improvement over an already solid album in Blanket, and I'm definitely interested to see who Kevin brings together in the next part of this Blush project. Definitely check this thing out.